Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Grigsby's War in the West. We're here with Allied campaign throughout Italy and, well, last time captured Naples, so that went fairly well, surrounded a couple of German units, but I think they will be able to escape, most likely. Well, still, we're pretty much moving up to Rome. Quite nicely here. So there were a few things that I still had to do during this turn, but I decided to leave that alone for now. Either way, I'm gonna get the U.S. Armored, the first U.S. Armored Division, to be precise, and I'm gonna move them over to Naples. Yeah, that's rough, but they're out there. They won't be able to get off of the ship. Yeah, from the next turn maybe they'll be able to get off of that those ships. Maybe I should send them to Taranto. Either way, I will send the first Italian motorized group, and I don't think I can get them off now, to Taranto itself. Do they actually have some... Apparently they have some Stuarts as tanks. Interesting to see this as rifle section. They don't actually have Italian units. They just got all the British and or American stuff, even though they're an Italian group. Oh well. Yeah, so those guys are out there now. I will probably not be able to get them off. No. So the port capacity of 44 is not enough to get an entire army out. Alright, that's clear. Right, so this island has been taken care of. Then Sardinia is still next. First thing, let's get you out here. So I'm repairing the port, and I want to get these guys to move as well. I think I need the port of Naples to be completed before I send some of these guys over. Meanwhile, I might also as well send these guys to Tortoli over here, so they can also move to Naples in 01 go from there. Then that also means I can set the amphibious HQ and move it back to one of these ports. I probably won't be using it anymore, so I'll just leave it out there. Pretty much done. Then this amphibious HQ will also go there. And let's take a look at, not the interdiction, at the supply levels. So this 01 at Cristano can be disbanded. I still have that one there, so we should be okay. In here I can also disband this depot. Looking good. And then we still need to go to the Italian mainland here. So as for the ports, first of all, I can disband this depot, and the one at Crotone is going to level 1. There we are. And then over here, disband this depot. One at Naples, definitely going to priority 4. And the one up here as well. And I guess I'll keep this one at level 4 too, but the one at Taranto is definitely going to priority 2, and one at Cortona 1, we're all set and ready to go. It will take some time before the rails gets completed all the way up here, and since our advancement is so quick, we can't keep up. Oh well. Right, I still have a couple of support units to assign, and Sure, that will get an anti-tank regiment. There we go. And there's this one. No more artillery left. As for you, there might be... Yeah, you're withdrawing. It's a sign. You already have some. Alright. Maybe the British Armored Division could get some support units. Nah, I think they're okay. Alright, we can continue giving support units on the next turn. For now, we get to see what the AI will be up to now that we've cracked their defensive line at Termoli. It'll be interesting to see whether they will actually retreat from that or not. Or maybe they will try to hold on and this way keep the line south of Rome safe. That's not an attack you want to be making, indeed. They still got pretty close, but yeah. It's not looking too hot for them there. Alright, just that one attack. And they probably will have tried to retreat with those forces we surrounded, and I'm sure they will be able to. Alright, let's take a look. Did we get any extra units here? I guess we did not. How are things up here? All looking fine. And they didn't get out. Wow, but they did retreat, huh? Okay, very interesting indeed. Let's see. So, first of all, I'm going to take care of the air war. And I think I do want some air superiority and low amount of ground support. So I will set that as well. And let's just take a look at what the AI has in store. Decent enough. Let's get going. So I think when it comes to the victory points, things are already looking a lot better than they used to. They have retreated and in a pretty orderly fashion still. Well, there must be an area where we can actually break through, I think. I've cut off plenty of enemy units. Okay, they haven't retreated that far. Okay, let's take a look here first. So, I don't have an HQ out here, so the battles are naturally going to be a lot more difficult. Still managed it though, so that's nice. Let's get rid of that. Alright, they will surrender on the next turn then if they're this weak. Well, they're gonna move to Naples. What is the port capacity? 37 for this turn. Is it enough for the 2nd US Armored Division? Or the 1st? It seems like the 2nd US Armored Division is indeed withdrawing. Well, I can't perform a heavy attack even if I move into that territory. What I could try is to get rid of at least this fortified zone. And they have abandoned Salerno as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move this armored brigade group in there to take Salerno and to break up these units. I need to drive a wedge between the units that are here and the ones that are in here. So, oh, we have a part of the Fallschirmjäger and 16th Panzer Division. Very good. Okay, so we should then also be able to get in here. Let's keep you at Salerno for now. But I want to leave the mop-up operations for the American Corps that is going to come up. And they can move pretty far. Although not far enough yet. And they do have to walk. Well, I will get the 1st US Armored Division under the 2nd US Corps. I will have to switch potentially Bradley. Let's take a look at the mech. Only Ernst Harman has a higher mech rating, and I wouldn't mind that. So for now, let's get you under the 2nd US Corps here. 2nd US Corps is still part of the army here, so that's looking solid. It's the 26th Panzer and this is the 16th, so they are different ones. Now, what I will do here is they have to fight over a river too. That's just tough luck. Let's see if I can crack them here. Wow, even the fortified zone held on, huh? Come on. Wow. Alright, I'm preparing for an attack to break through here. I don't think this will succeed. Again, they have fuel ordnance shortage or something? Or maybe it's me, I have no clue. I'm trying to get my supplies in order. But that's pretty difficult moving so fast. Wow. Alright, that was a big blow to my forces, to be honest. Didn't expect things to be that bad. I guess you'll be under the 10th British. Yeah, the supplies definitely need to start flowing up north, I think. This will put it to 0. They won't be under a proper HQ, and there are mountains here. I want to see what this is, though. Alright, part of the Fallschirmjägers. I will actually move them up and put them under a different corps on the next turn. So I can do a heavy attack on the forces of the 26th Panzer Division or through here. But I still have to get over the mountains. That's just... yeah, fighting our way through Casino and the mountains here is just terrible. It's unsurprising. It's pretty difficult. It's funny that this is still Axis controlled, even though it's isolated. At any rate, yeah, I need to send some troops over and get them onto Naples. Let's go for the Americans here first. No, I need 144. Ah, well. So I can't unload too much, at least for this turn. That's okay. The HQ. No capacity. Okay, then. Let's send the regiment over to Salerno, at least. And I'll leave the other two. And that's pretty much it. So, how are you guys coming along? 21 and 15. One of these is already withdrawing. So, it will become less useful at that point. Such a shame we're stopped indeed by that Panzer Division. Really, let's try one again. No, they're really way too high. So I definitely need to also get some extra support units if I can. A gun battalion is anti-aircraft? Ah, I see. Well, let's end the turn here. Just see what the AI will throw at me. I think if we can crack the enemy at Vasto and then move on, we might be able to bypass their defenses and move on Rome through that way. But yeah, that they will bring in more troops and that will be pretty rough. So I'll have to see. Okay, counterattack, huh? Well, they're not gonna win it, even though they're taking down a lot of my tanks. They've broken out here. Alright, so they do have double the losses that we do. Pretty much keeping this the same. Actually, I want ground support to be pretty high for this turn. And execute. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see if I can surround some of the enemy units. They still also seem to be relatively weak up in here. So I need to crack them there. I'm losing a lot of planes, but I'm also causing a lot of damage. That's exactly what I need. Especially before mud sets in. I can't see yet what kind of terrain it is, but if I can, I need to crack this before the mud, pretty much, because if the mud sets in, ground is still good. Let's just work on the rail line first. Yeah, let's link it up to Toronto, actually, out there. Okay, there we go. There are no troops out here. And there are some troops that I need to move in this direction, but first of all... okay, I'm gonna have to bring in the heavy works. I thought maybe I can do this very quickly, but I need to give it everything I got here. Alright, goodbye Fortress Brigade. Okay, so I can abandon troops on Corsica. The enemy cannot get troops back there. I guess actually they probably could bring in a Fallschirmjäger division and retake Corsica. If you're a German player, I guess that's a legitimate choice. Yeah, let's move up in here. Again, I'll try to surround, in this case, part of that infantry division. Surrounding them here would be a challenge. So many panzer divisions. I do need to surround them, really. So they're blocked, and if I can get you guys in here, I need to make those guys surrender, definitely. Taking all these hexes like this, they should be fairly weak by now. Yeah, but they definitely need to surrender. I need to destroy as many enemy units as possible. Okay, across the river, using a panzer division, probably not the best choice. I'm gonna use 3 infantry divisions to try and crack these. I will also... They all have a lot of support units. Alright, let's try this then. This is the weakest one compared to that one. This is... hopefully enough. It... Ah, come on. Okay. I'm trying to put a hard attack like this now. Come on. 200. Need to get across the river. Maybe some of the tanks can cross. No. How about you? No. How about you? Yes, you can. Okay. Well, that would be something. Let's attack. Ooh. Not bad. Although... okay. Interesting. Yeah, I can only hope that they won't be able to get back there. I'm going to try and exploit this and see if I can get through. I will definitely get the 10th Corps in there too, up in north. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get some support units here onto this guy. Because they needed some artillery. Hopefully that will keep the enemy panzers at bay. Most likely not, but there's nothing I can do besides this. So alright, let's cross that river and get the 8th Army over to Faja. Didn't want both of them. Let's get the 8th Army to Faja. Here we are. Quite good. So as for the HQs, definitely need to make some adjustments in order to make room for the Americans here. So I'm gonna switch up my units on the next turn for a bit, especially separate the American and the British units a little bit more. Let's see, because I will get you, or at least the Ranger force, into Salerno. The Moroccan Free French Mountain Division will try to land at Naples as well. On the next turn, of course. And then the 1st Free French Corps will go to Taranto. And they will offload on the next turn as well. Okay, it's a bit of a mess for this turn, but yeah, it's never gonna work. But I really wanted to get that part of the Fallschirmjäger and Panzer Division. I think for this campaign, probably trying to take on enemy manpower is quite a good tactic. If we can make them surrender, they will lose a lot of panzers, for example, which they will find it difficult to replace, I think. And the same goes for very specialized units, such as the Fallschirmjägers, although I believe even they use regular infantry. Not 100% sure, but either way, definitely not going for a heavy attack on this turn. They'll probably try to dig in, but I think I can take these guys down at least on the next turn. And then we might also be able to make a pretty good attack up in here on the next turn. Okay, so I think I'll take a look at the depots, and then I'll switch it back once again to the Germans. Rail line running quite smoothly here, but that's of course not what I need. Depots here, here, and here looking pretty good. That means that I'm going to switch the priority to this one, to 1, and the one at Taranto as well. Although I guess them being a level 2. No, let's go for level 1 on both of these. I think we're looking pretty good this way. So only some supplies go to Taranto and Bari, whereas most of them go to these places, and this is where I need most. I think we should be able to at least indeed ship it all the way around Italy. We probably have a lot of interdiction here from the enemy. Not that much, actually. If we take a look here, it's pretty much, there are no German planes coming here. And then here, of course, it's contested. But getting all the way up to Bari, there's no problem. And then only here are we once again expecting some German planes to interdict our transport, etc. And we've come pretty far. They have very little space left where they're actually trying to do naval interdiction here. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to ship it back to the Germans just to see what happens, and I'm going to call it quits after that, I think. Is there really nothing I can do here with these guys? I mean, come on. There is none. I would have expected the armor division to be able to move, but I guess not. Okay. Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Pretty much nothing out there. Like I said, I need to break through the defensive line at Casino before the mud sets in, because that's the only way I can keep moving in 1943. If they stop me now from my breakouts, I will not be able to get through during the mud, I think. Okay, no attacks by the enemy so far. Yeah, there's rain everywhere now. And ground is still clear down there. Up here, light mud. But we will be able to advance here slightly, so it's gonna be tough. Let's just get rid of that weather. I mean, I can see the ground is all light mud, so we can still move. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits for now. I want to thank you for watching this episode. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode of the Italian campaign. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye-bye.